This is an update to the video from a few weeks back about having to send this North American Arms Ranger 2 back to the factory for some repairs. I dropped the gun off at FedEx on November 24th, and I got it back today, which is December 15th. So that is a 3-week turnaround from start to finish, which I'm perfectly happy with. I have no problem with that turnaround time. So let's look at what they actually did. So here's all the things they did to it. Bolt spring magnum, conversion cylinder assembly, hammer, magnum, hand, and mainspring. So I guess those were either replaced or repaired. They don't really signify which is which, but the cylinder, it looks like it's a brand new cylinder. I don't expect them to repair a cylinder. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. But the good news is it seems to work fine. I just got it back today and I haven't gotten to shoot it, but let's take a look and see if it at least, and it's empty. So we'll make sure it at least functions. So if we cock back all the way, you can see this has spring pressure again, and the hand looks fixed. So what I'm actually going to do is I am going to put on a macro lens and we'll look at this pretty close up. All right, let's do our best to take a look at this. So the first thing we're going to look at is the back of the cylinder. So looks brand new. Again, I don't think they bother to do any work on this. They probably just replace the cylinder. These do need to be timed, so that's something they can do easily at a factory. They just retime them or time them if they're new and then send them off. I don't suspect there was any actual work done to that cylinder assembly. Next, we're going to look at the hammer. Or the hammer slash firing pin, because they're all linked on this gun. So the firing spring was all beat up when I sent it back, and now it looks like they've taken care of that. This is just a singular piece, probably just replaced. Again, I don't think they're going to bother machining anything. They'll just replace it. That's my guess anyways. And then here is that little spring action thing that was broken last time. So this was staying down when I sent it in. Now you can see it's got a good amount of spring pressure on it. So that's back to working condition. And then the last thing was this little triangle piece, which is the hand, which advances the cylinder. It seemed like it was broken. Little chip was taken off the top last time, and it seems to be in working order now. So I just want to take a little bit of time to appreciate the workmanship and the amount of machining needed to do this. I mean, this is a tiny gun, and the fact that there's this entire mechanism, for this front loader, is pretty impressive. Now, it's unfortunate that the gun had to be sent in for repair, but that I don't think takes away from just really the beauty of this gun. There's so many little things that need to work perfectly, right? All these little hinges. So this is actually, let me take the center off. So this is actually a hinge, just to allow it to slip over the top of the cylinder. And then this hinge here, which is kind of the main hinge, there is no friction or play. I mean, it's smooth as butter. So That's really something else. This is such a neat, I mean, all of them are, all these North American arms, just such neat little pieces, you know? And you have little serrations on the rear sight. Here's the little front post. Just a crazy amount of machining on these things. And they really do a good job with the finishing too. I mean, it's one thing to cut these little pieces out, but it's another thing to fit them and then, you know, finish all these metal surfaces. So yeah, so there we go. I haven't had a chance to shoot it yet, but I definitely will the first chance I get. But that's the repaired Ranger 2 from North American Arms. 3 weeks start to finish. Not bad at all.